Gratefulness is exceptionally important to me, and it wasn't until I realized that life evolves around gratitude as the most powerful, motivating energy source beyond authenticity. So authenticity is how you relate to other people and your believability and the vibes you give off. But gratitude is an internal energy vibe that can drive you through even the most darkest days. And why is that? Why is gratitude so important to me? And my life really didn't change until I started giving thanks about all the things in my life. When bad things happen to me, it's not, why did this happen to me? It's, what is this trying to teach me? When bad things happen to me, it's not, oh my God, it's miserable. It's like, okay, what can I learn from this? And be grateful for that lesson. Bad shit happens. It happens to all of us. Failure happens. It happens to a lot of us. In fact, if you're an entrepreneur or a business owner, it happens to you more than anyone else. Or if you're trying to achieve something elite, failure is going to happen to you more than anyone else. So what is the quickest way to get over the failure or go over the setback? Switch to an area of gratitude. Yo, what's up, everybody? This is the End-to-End Podcast, and I'm your host, Dr. Yun Win, affectionately called Ninja or Prolific Ninja from my family and friends, and because my fans are my friends, you can call me Ninja too. This is the End-to-End Podcast, the alpha to the omega, the beginning to the end. Talking about life, motivation, drive, success, self-improvement, and offering you morsels in this all-you-can-eat buffet called life. Back in the studio today, here to connect the dots for you. Man, it has been a phenomenal time, phenomenal ride. This fall has kicked off tremendously. By the time this episode airs, this will actually air on Thanksgiving Day. So this is a very special episode for me because my emphasis about my life over the past couple decades actually was all about gratefulness. And I'll talk about that in a second. But before we get into that, as related to gratefulness, I'm going to start my episode like I start every day, which is when I wake up in the morning and I open my eyes, I thank God and the universe for another day to have an opportunity to hopefully inspire somebody to live to their fullest controllable potential. And that's all that I ask for, beyond good health and for safety for my family, but just being grateful. And with that, I want to express my gratitude to you, because without you all, this show could not grow as it has. And it's been a tremendous run of growth, which is only just beginning. That's the crazy thing. It's only just beginning. We just hit 8,000 followers on Instagram all in. We're like at 70-some thousand, followers and subscribers. Thank you all. And that's my expression of gratitude for you. But also, more importantly, thank you for supporting the show and supporting all the other endeavors that are involved. If you're new to the show, I do this on my own dime, on my own time, which means I spend my own resources and I take time out of my life to help bring this content to you. So with that, don't give me that karmic debit that you owe me. You got to share the show. But we do this because if you learn something from this show, this episode, any other episode, any prior episodes, please do share the show. I like to say, if you're knowledge swole, share the show. That is how we grow, and you all have been sharing. So I definitely appreciate all of that. I appreciate you. Beyond that, you can also support the show by supporting the other causes that we're working on. If you're new to the show, you're new to me. I'm a physician, lawyer, businessman. I have had a law firm for over 20 years helping other people change their lives. So we run a personal injury law firm out of Houston, Texas, my team and myself. But our latest campaign is helping those affected by cancer against this environmental toxic chemical in the water called PFAS, P-F-A-S. If you Google it, I warn you, it's a rabbit hole you can really get into, but it's been linked to cancer. And so we're helping clients recover against companies that put PFAS in the water. So if you know anybody with cancer, please send them to us either at PFAS Lawyer on X, PFASinjuryattorney.com, or just reach out on any of the End-to-End podcast channels to let us know, because we want to help as many people as we possibly can. It's a personal mission of mine as a physician, as a lawyer, so you can support the show with that. So a little bit under the weather, so forgive my voice, forgive my sniffling a little bit. But in any case, it's a beautiful day. It's Thanksgiving when you hear this. Gratefulness is exceptionally important to me, and it wasn't until I realized that life evolves around gratitude as the most powerful, motivating energy source beyond authenticity. So authenticity is how you relate to other people and your believability and the vibes you give off. But gratitude is an internal energy vibe that can drive you through even the most darkest days. And why is that? Why is gratitude so important to me? And my life really didn't change until I started giving thanks about all the things in my life. And, that inflection point happened, a couple decades ago. And at that point, everything just kind of took off. And why is that? Because gratitude is a vibrational frequency. And if you've been listening to this podcast, you've been listening to me for a while, frequency and energy drives everything. I believe that's the secret Nikola Tesla discovered or uncovered, was that it's all about energy and frequency. It's all about waves and vibrations and creating matter. If you really think about it, solid objects are quantum level molecules that are just vibrating at different densities. Okay? It's not like it's a solid material, it's atoms vibrating at specific frequency and collectively as a specific density. So when you think about it like that, everything is a vibe, everything is a frequency, everything is energy. And so why does gratitude matter? Being grateful on Thanksgiving, not just Thanksgiving, but in life. Well, because gratitude, when you're grateful, the frequency you vibe, you can't be grateful and have negativity at the same time. It's impossible. You can't be grateful and angry. You can't be grateful and frustrated. You can't be grateful and sad. You can't be grateful and disappointed. You can't. You can't. So if you are grateful, you remove the negative energy in your life. And you can be grateful about anything: relationship, opportunity, what you've accomplished, the things you have, the health you have. Most importantly, I'm always grateful for my health. The family, your friends, your circles, your job, your career. Because if you look at things from a perspective of gratefulness, you can never be sad or disappointed by the circumstance. Okay? So when bad things happened to me, it triggered the opposite effect, which is turn to great gratitude, right? When bad things happen to me, it's not why did this happen to me? It's what is this trying to teach me? When bad things happen to me, it's not, oh my God, it's miserable. It's like, okay, what can I learn from this? And be grateful for that lesson. Just a recent experience on our PFAS campaign. We had a minor setback around an opportunity that we thought was going to close. Big opportunity, right? But the people that helped steer me into that opportunity was the first thing I did. I expressed gratitude. Hey, man, I appreciate your support getting us to this level. It's not even close to, and we're not even close to being done. There's a lot more work to do that we can ultimately get the goal that we wanted. It's going to take a little bit more time. Perfectly fine. Versus sulking, oh man, we put so much work and energy into this, and oh my God, it didn't turn out the way we did. Okay, it's time to give up. The gratitude shift changes everything. I promise you that. It's like my son Nathan, he just signed actually to Sam Houston State, having a tough season because his team has a lot of injuries. And so he's like, man, this is not the senior year I wanted. And so I said, listen, man, you just be grateful for what you got. Don't worry about the season. Don't worry about how it's going. Just play your best and be grateful. And instantly it switched. The mood and the vibe switched. I know it's very, very hard. People like to sulk and feel pity on themselves and feel the victim, and misery loves company. Oh man, I missed out on that job opportunity. Oh man, yeah, you were more than qualified. You should have got it, man, but that sucks. No. Misery loves company. Negative energy is very, very attractive because it's a base frequency. It's a low frequency. So you don't have to put a lot of energy into feeling miserable. But to feel grateful, you got to put energy in to raise that frequency. But when you get to that level, you wash away all that negative energy. Right? So when things, a couple decades ago, it was just a conscious switch that, hey, bad shit happens. It happens to all of us. Failure happens. It happens to a lot of us. In fact, if you're an entrepreneur or a business owner, it happens to you more than anyone else. Or if you're trying to achieve something elite, failure is going to happen to you more than anyone else. So what is the quickest way to get over the failure or go over the setback? Switch to an area of gratitude. Switch to an area of gratitude. And it could be real time. It could be real time. If you're in a business meeting and you say the wrong thing, Oh man, I'm sorry I said the wrong thing, but you know what? I'm thankful you're here to listen to me. Simple as that. It flips the mood, it flips the vibe, it flips the circumstance, it flips the energy in the room right away. Right away. So the thing here is that on Thanksgiving, try to be, try to make a conscious effort to flip everything to just being grateful. I'm convinced, very hard to do, that the key to happiness is to be grateful every second of your life. If you can determine that, if you have that discipline to say, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, I'm grateful for my car, I'm grateful to be able to drive, I'm grateful for my health, I'm grateful to be on the bus because I'm grateful for the people I have a chance to meet and the opportunities that I get. If you look in your environment and the scope of your influence and just be grateful, I am convinced that is the key to happiness. Why? Because you cannot be grateful and happy and sad at the same time. Cannot happen. Cannot happen. I challenge you. If anybody out there can feel grateful and sad at the same time, please let me know because you've unlocked something that I have no idea about. But my point being is that gratefulness, a concerted effort, a focused effort, a conscious effort to train yourself to feel gratitude throughout the day, throughout your life, in any instance. When you have downtime, just think of gratitude, grateful. It'll set your mind right into being more productive, into inspiring other people, into, just doing other things where it's just nothing but positive, high frequency energy to get things done and get you closer to the goal. So with this Thanksgiving, I'm grateful for you all. Grateful for you all for listening on this now 2.5-year journey that's only getting started. I'm grateful for the support that I've received, all the followers. I'm grateful for everything related to this podcast. And in that gratitude, right, is kind of a tangential topic, which is people ask me, why do I do this for free, essentially? Why am I giving away this game, this knowledge for free? And I was reminded when with my 6-year-old daughter, Juniper, she's at a very rapidly advancing age where discovery is awe-inspiring. Learning is awe-inspiring. So watching her learn new things, her eyes it's just a different expression. And I might be biased because it's my daughter, but I see this in other kids as well. And when I teach them and I coach them, and the eyes just, bam, wow, right? But here's the other thing. That yearning for knowledge and yearning for wisdom doesn't end. I've seen it in old people. When I teach an older person something new, their eyes, wow, oh my God, I never knew that before. There's these memes where I was today years old when I learned. In fact, just a side note, I was today years old when I learned that you can smash a flat wing and just peel it off the bone without having to pick in between the bones. Talking about the flats. Now, I'll post that video just so you can see. But that awe and that wow, that, oh my God, I learned something new, that effect is why I do this for free. I give this back as my expression of gratitude for what the universe and God has given me. And I give this freely because the more inspired people are, the better off they are. It's like giving away good karma. And so with that, it's a give and take. You feel gratitude, but you can create gratitude as well. So with that, if you're grateful for this podcast, if you're grateful for this episode, please do share it, right? So with that, happy Thanksgiving to all of you out there that celebrate it around the world. I know you may not celebrate Thanksgiving, but if you do, or in a way in your own culture and your vibe, and we have international listeners, around the world, thankful. I'm thankful for you all as well. This has been a great 2.5-year ride, and it's only just begun. So with that, have a happy Thanksgiving. I am grateful and thankful for y'all. If y'all listen to this show or you know me, before I go to bed at night, I thank God in the universe. Again, just as I start my day, I thank God in the universe for another day to have had an opportunity to hopefully have inspired somebody to live to their fullest controllable potential. I am grateful for you all. If you learned something from this episode or you feel an expression of gratitude, please do share the show. If your knowledge swell, share the show. That is how we grow. Send all the people that you know affected by cancer to PFAS Lawyer on X or PFAS Injury Attorney. We want to help as many people as possible with their cancer journey, and hopefully get them some recovery. Okay, so please support the show in that way. But with that, happy Thanksgiving. Looking forward to bringing you another episode very, very soon.